Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Sure. As of Next.js 14, the framework continues to enhance its capabilities for building modern web applications with features like server components, which allow for fetching data on the server side. This tutorial will guide you through the basics of fetching data using server components in Next.js 14. What are server components? Server components are a type of component that can fetch data on the server before being sent to the client. This allows for faster initial page loads and helps keep your client-side JavaScript bundle smaller since the server handles the data fetching. Getting started with Next.js 14. 1. Set up a new Next.js project. To create a new Next.js project, you need to have node.js installed. Once you have that, you can create a new Next.js application with the following command. This will set up a new Next.js project in the MyNextApp directory. To enable server components. Ensure that your project is using the app router, which allows for server components. You can do this by creating a new folder called app in your project root if it doesn't exist already. 3. Fetching data with server components. Let's create a server component that fetches some data from an API. For this example, we'll fetch a list of users from the JSON placeholder API. Create the following files: app/page.js, this will be your main page file. App/components/userlist.js, this will be a server component that fetches and displays a list of users. Step 1. Create the user list server component. Create a new file at app/components/userlist.js. In this component, we are using the fetch API to retrieve a list of users from the JSON placeholder API. The data is fetched on the server when this component is rendered. Step 2. Use the user list component in your page. Now, modify your main page file app/page.js to include the user list component. Here, we are importing the user list component and rendering it within the main layout of our application. 4. Run your Next.js application. Now that you have set up your components, you can run your Next.js application. Open your browser and navigate to http://localhost 3000. You should see the welcome message along with the list of users fetched from the API. Benefits of using server components. Performance. Server components can significantly reduce the amount of JavaScript sent to the client, leading to faster page loads. SEO. Fetching data on the server means that search engines can crawl your content more effectively. Simplified data fetching. You can directly fetch data in your components without needing to manage state or effects like in client components. Conclusion. In this tutorial, you learned how to fetch data using server components in Next.js 14. This approach allows you to build efficient and optimized applications by leveraging server-side data fetching. Explore more about Next.js features, such as static site generation, SSG, server-side rendering, SSR, and API routes, to enhance your web applications further.